Hello, ladies and gentlemen. TJK Shares once again. Today we have an exciting topic for you, which is starting an idea, build it into something that is going to make a difference in the world and is also sustainable. Sustainability is the word we use a lot in development. It's the word you hear all of a sudden from so many different angles. And today, let me share about Nyaka. Nyaka was an idea that I had 27 years ago. And 20 years ago, I started this idea, put it in place, and built something amazing out of this idea. Now it is a global organization, Nyaka Global. 20 years ago when I started it, it was just an idea I had as a person. At Columbia University in the 90s when I started, this idea had come to my mind that children who don't have parents needed to have somebody who holds their hand to get to school, to get to water, to get food, to get health care, to get an education, to have a place to stay. As a human rights advocate studying human rights at Columbia University, we studied political, social, cultural rights. We had so many trips to United Nations as students with our cohort and different professors, Steve Marks, Paul Martin, Chivi Sok, who was leading our program, taking us every day to United Nations. Here I was, a kid from Nyaka, Jersey in Uganda, who had gone through Makerere University and ended up at Columbia University in New York. My idea was to get something that would be sustainable, but also would meet the needs of people on the ground where I was born and raised. So when my brother passed away in 1996, the idea continued to be in my head. I knew I wanted to fight injustice. I put that idea on paper. So number one, if you have an idea, ladies and gentlemen, my Uganda young people, this is for you. The audiences around the world where we proscrutinate and we are thinking we can't do something, this is for you. Somebody today has an idea and they are scared, they think they cannot make it. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. NyakaGlobal.org was an idea. I wrote it down. Number one, write down your idea. Number two, forecast how you want to get there. From point A to point B, how do you want to walk that journey to get to where you want to go? That's two. Number three, share your ideas with other people who you trust. We have so many people in this world who will hear your idea and still take it away. We have other lynch parasites who want to jump on the idea and make it their own and claim it was their idea. So once you write it down, you have a plan for it, you have audience of people, close people you trust, then you can start building. Let me tell you how Nyaka started. The idea was mine, $5,000 that I was going to buy a house in Indiana, Bloomington, Indiana, Michigan. Took it home in Nyaka, Jersey village. My father sold us land to build Nyaka on. I went to the local leaders and convinced them we needed to do something for our communities. They bought in. You have now people who believe they can work with you. And now you have initial money investment to do it. Patience is the number three thing you must have. Do not think for a minute you're going to plant a seed in the ground and it grows tomorrow and gives you fruit to eat. Plant, water, sunshine, air, patience for it to grow. First, we'll have two leaves. This was Nyaka. This was community management committee. So where people we wanted to be part of. My former teacher came in as a headmistress, Freda Vyaurachiria. The person I knew and trusted bought in, believed in the idea, and came to work for very little. Agaba Innocent, a young man who had just finished Senior 4, came in and became a second teacher. Now you have staff members, very small. I built something from ground up. I didn't start up with the board of directors and CEOs and CFOs and go down. I built from down up. Think of Facebook as an organization. Mark Zuckerberg did it in his dormitory at Harvard. Think of Apple Computer in a garage. Think of Bill Gates and Microsoft. Think of the Michael Jordans of the world. How did they start dribbling the ball? The James LeBrons, the Curry, who just won the championship with Golden State Warriors. Ideas are built small and they grow patiently. By the time you hear about them in the news, by the time you see that Jackson is on CNN Heroes, by the time you hear that Jackson is in Time magazine, by the time I speak at United Nations, I had already put in many years of hard work. And that hard work was not in the papers, was not on TV, was not on radio. It was in the background doing what needed to be done to build it to become what it is. My idea was to build a sustainable community development organization. It was not in New Vision, it was not in Monitor, it was not covered, it was not on any TV. By the time I did my interviews with Frank on Today, what's the program called, Frank Warusimbi used to run this program, Today, which I did it in Uganda. By the time you see me on any TV, I had already put in hundreds and thousands and millions of hours to bring the idea to fruition. It will go through phases. You'll make losses. You will have sleepless nights. But when you are determined to make something happen, it will happen. Work on it. Perfect it. Write it down. Find the people you trust, board members, the Emma Mogishas in Uganda, who is now in big boss in Stanbic Bank, the friends who believed in it. 36 cents a friend of mine gave me as a donation, Kevin Horamio, who teaches in China, who in later years introduced Nyaka to the whole world of international schools, Korea, Singapore, Brazil, Hong Kong, China, Vietnam, Cairo. All these people came in because Kevin told them. My idea has become Nyaka Global, which now is headquartered in the United States, has headquarters also registered in the UK, is registered in Canada, is registered in Uganda, 30 students in P1, 30 students in P2, actually both of them, I think we started with 56. They are now pioneers, doctors, lawyers, engineers, people who are working in restaurants, construction workers, teachers, amazing young people who will forever continue to develop Uganda because Nyaka was there for them. Grandmothers, 20,000 women, Kanungu, Lukunjiri, Rwanda, and now we're expanding into Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo, all over the country of Uganda. Grandmothers, Nyaka has the largest grandmothers we serve than any other organization on this planet because of one man's idea. So today you might be battling to start a software company, might be battling to start a chapati stand, you might be struggling to get a mentorship program, might be struggling to climb Mount Rwenzori. That idea, work on it, write it down, set the goals, look at where you're beginning and where you are going, get people who buy into it, and perfect it. By the time the world reads about it, you would have already put in so many hours, and it will be there as long as you stay with it. No matter the circumstances, no matter how hard it becomes, no matter how many people doubt it, no matter how many people don't support it, as long as you in your heart believe you can do it, you will do it. Stay confident. Don't be discouraged. You can do it. If I can't do a man who was born in Nyaka, Jersey, going to school using 1/5 of the pencil and became the successful man I have become, running a sustainable organization, you can also do it. Down, subscribe. Down, comment. Down, ask questions, share. You can do it. We can do it together. Have fun doing it. Continue to enjoy it. We can do this. Have a good one, and don't let your idea die.